Team USA has historically been average or better. Our Olympic record is 138-5. Out of 18 Olympics, Team USA has 15 gold medals, 1 silver, and 2 bronze. There's been ups and downs on the journey, and in 1989, FIBA voted to allow NBA athletes to participate in the Olympics. Well, we are going to look at every Olympic team since and see where they all rank. Oftentimes, the Olympic teams are loaded with talent, so we will look at the average margin of victory for deciding factors in many of them. Number 7, 2004 Athens, perhaps the worst Team USA in the history of the Olympics, period. Considering Team USA has 5 Olympic losses, and the 2004 team takes 3 of them. People started calling Puerto Rico the real Team USA as they beat Team USA by 19 points in the very first game. When you look at the roster, it certainly has some big names. Duncan, Boozer, Iverson, Marbury, and then the new NBA rookie class with LeBron, Carmelo, and Wade. The stars were young and the team just never clicked, which was further fueled by Coach Larry Brown talking smack about the young team fairly regularly. The oldest player on the roster was 28. They shot 31.4% from 3, 11th out of the 12 teams there, and struggled defensively. They did? Team USA finished with a bronze medal, a record low finish. Number 6, 2016 Rio. No LeBron and Steph? No problem, right? LeBron, Steph, Kawhi, and Anthony Davis all withdrew from consideration that year. Well, as long as team captain Carmelo Anthony can keep things in line, we'll be okay. Coach K led the roster composed of Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, KD, Prime Draymond, and Clay to a gold medal victory, but with a few scares. They beat Serbia and France by only 3 points each. It is rumored that this is where the 2019 Brooklyn Nets started, with KD, Kyrie, and DeAndre Jordan participating in collusion. Number 5, 2000 Sydney, the only team on the list with no winners of an NBA title and no former MVPs. Some stars were still aligned on the roster with Jason Kidd, Tim Hardaway, Gary Payton, KG, Alonzo Mourning, and Vince Carter. This team also gave us the greatest Team USA basketball single moment in history, Vince Carter's dunk of death. The team finished with gold, but after a very close call with Lithuania in the semifinals. With the game tied, Vince Carter hit a floater with just over 30 seconds remaining, and Lithuania was unable to get a shot off. Team USA continued and won by 2. Number 4, 2008 Beijing, the Redeem Team. Time to stop fucking around after 04. These NBA stars were fired up again. This was Coach K's first Olympics as head coach. The talent was so deep on this team that Dwayne Wade, one of the 25 best players ever, came off the bench. Chris Paul, Kobe, LeBron, Carmelo, Bosh, Orlando Magic, Dwight Howard all put in serious minutes for the squad. They beat the Gasol brothers and Ricky Rubio in the final against Spain. After an average margin of victory of 4 points in 2004, this team won by an average of 28. It's rumored this is where the 2010 Heat originated. Number 3, 1996 Atlanta, the other dream team. Well, it's a tough act to follow, but when you win by an average of 32 points, you followed pretty well. The centers on the team were Hakeem, David Robinson, and Shaq. Yeah, when Shaq is your third best center, you're probably going to be alright. Guards on the team were Anthony Hardaway, Stockton, and Reggie Miller. The forwards were Pippen, Barkley, and Karl Malone. Every player on the roster was All-NBA that year, and at the time, the 12-man roster had 67 All-Star appearances, or an average of 5.5 each. Number 2, 2012 London. This team started out the games and scored an Olympic record 156 points against Nigeria in the group stage. The roster was timed out perfectly with LeBron, Carmelo, and Chris Paul in their primes, and the OKC Thunder about to enter theirs. Oh, and Kobe Bryant, still. No American has scored more than 17 three-pointers in an Olympic run. Durant decided to double it with 34. The games were won by an average of 32 points, 4 more than the 4 years prior Redeem team. Number 1, 1992, the Dream Team. After NBA stars were allowed in the Olympics, everyone wanted in. The Dream Team is credited for making the NBA a global sport, giving exposure to NBA stars all over the world. It was like Elvis and the Beatles put together, Coach Chuck Daly described the team. As we saw in The Last Dance, those guys became global stars. In the Olympics, they won by an average of 43.8 points. Magic, Jordan, Pippen, Barkley, Malone, Drexler, Ewing. 11 of the 12 players made the Hall of Fame, the only exception being Christian Laettner. Where will the 2020 Olympic team rank? Well, it's possible Steph, James Harden, LeBron, Kawhi, and Anthony Davis could be the starting lineup as they are all finalists, but to be determined if they all participate. For more Team USA moments, including Vince Carter's dunk of death, check out the video on the screen and be sure to subscribe to the channel or